June is the month when tomato plants can look full of promise. Green vines, yellow flowers, and fruit finally start to size up. But this is also the month when one watering habit can quietly ruin the look and quality of your tomatoes before you even realize what happened. You may walk into the garden one morning and see tomatoes that looked perfect yesterday suddenly crack near the stem, split down the side, or leaking juice before they are fully ripe. And the frustrating part is this. Many gardeners think the problem is the tomato variety, the heat, or bad luck. But in many cases, the real cause is inconsistent watering. When tomato plants go through dry soil for too long, then suddenly receive a heavy drink from a hose, irrigation system, or summer rain, the fruit can swell faster than the skin can stretch. That pressure often shows up as cracking and splitting, especially in June when temperatures rise, and the plant is pushing energy into fruit growth. So before you water your tomatoes again, watch this video carefully until the end. Because we're not just talking about water less or water more. We're going to break down the common June watering mistakes that lead to split tomatoes, how to spot the early warning signs, and what you can do to keep soil moisture more steady. And here's a question for you. Have your tomatoes ever split right before harvest? Comment below and tell me what happened in your garden. Also, like this video if you're growing tomatoes this season, and subscribe to Smart Gardening for more practical, research-based gardening videos that help you grow with more confidence, one small detail at a time. Number one mistake is letting the soil dry out, then flooding it. By June, a tomato plant is no longer just trying to grow taller. It is feeding leaves, flowers, roots, and developing fruit all at the same time. This is when uneven watering becomes one of the most common reasons tomatoes begin to split. Many gardeners do this without meaning to. They wait until the soil looks pale, dry, or cracked, then give the plant a heavy soaking to catch up. The problem is that tomato roots respond quickly when dry soil suddenly becomes wet. Water moves into the plant. The fruit begins to swell, and if the tomato skin cannot stretch at the same speed, cracks can form near the stem or along the side. You may notice this after a hot week, a missed watering day, or a sudden June rain. The plant itself might still look fairly healthy, but the fruit tells a story. Some tomatoes show fine circular cracks around the top. Others split open while they are still turning color. A better approach is not to water by habit, but by checking the soil. Push your finger a couple of inches down near the root zone. If it feels dry at that depth, water slowly and deeply at the base. Then use straw, shredded leaves, or clean organic mulch to help the soil hold moisture more evenly. The goal is steady moisture, not soggy soil. When the plant grows without sudden swings, the fruit has a better chance to size up gradually. And in the next mistake, we'll look at another watering habit that quietly makes this problem worse. Number two mistake is watering too shallow around a tomato plant. A light sprinkle around a tomato plant can look helpful, especially on a hot June morning. The soil surface turns dark, the leaves seem refreshed for a while, and it feels like the plant has received what it needs. But shallow watering often does not reach the deeper root zone where tomatoes are actually pulling moisture during fruit development. This mistake is common because many gardeners water by appearance. If the top of the soil looks wet, they assume the plant is fully watered. In reality, the upper inch may be damp while the soil below remains dry and firm. The plant then moves between short periods of surface moisture and longer periods of hidden root stress. When fruit is sizing up, that uneven moisture pattern matters. A tomato plant with a dry lower root zone may slow down water movement into the fruit. Then, after a deeper watering or a sudden June shower, the roots take up moisture more quickly. The fruit expands, but the skin may not stretch fast enough, and splitting can appear near the stem or along the side. Signs of shallow watering are often subtle. The plant may wilt during the warmest part of the day. The soil may crust on top, or the mulch may look damp while the ground underneath stays dry. A better method is to water slowly at the base, giving moisture time to soak downward instead of running across the surface. A soaker hose, drip line, or gentle watering wand can help. The goal is not frequent splashing, but deeper, steadier moisture where the roots are working. That steady rhythm becomes even more important in the next mistake. Number three mistake is watering at the wrong time of day in June heat. In June, timing matters almost as much as the amount of water you give. Many gardeners wait until the tomato leaves are already drooping in the afternoon heat. Then rush out with a hose and give the plant a quick rescue watering. It feels helpful in the moment, but by then the plant has already spent several hot hours under moisture stress. Tomatoes often wilt slightly during intense heat, even when the soil is not completely dry. So if we water only by what the leaves look like at 2 or 3 o'clock, we may end up creating an uneven routine. Dry roots through the hottest part of the day, then a sudden drink later, when fruit is swelling. That repeated stress and recovery cycle can contribute to splitting, especially if the soil goes from dry to very wet too quickly. Late evening watering can create a different issue. If water splashes over leaves and fruit, and the garden stays damp overnight, the plant may sit in humidity for hours. That does not mean one evening watering ruins a crop, but it can make the plant environment less balanced, especially in crowded tomato rows. A steadier habit is to water early in the morning at the base of the plant. Morning watering gives moisture time to move into the root zone before the strongest heat arrives. It also allows any accidental leaf wetness to dry more quickly. For older plants carrying fruit, this simple timing change can make the whole bed easier to manage. And once timing improves, the next mistake is usually found right on top of the soil. Number 4 mistake is leaving the soil bare around tomato plants. Bare soil may not look like a serious problem at first. In fact, many tomato beds look clean and tidy when the ground is freshly weeded and open. But in June, exposed soil can heat up quickly, dry out faster, and form a hard crust after watering or rain. For tomatoes that are carrying fruit, that changing soil surface can make moisture harder to manage. Think of mulch as a quiet buffer between the plant and the weather. Without it, the soil may swing from wet to dry in a single hot day, especially around shallow feeder roots near the surface. When the root zone loses moisture too quickly, then suddenly receives water again, the fruit may expand unevenly. That is when cracks often begin near the shoulder of the tomato, where the skin is already under pressure. Signs of this mistake are easy to overlook. You may see soil pulling away from the stem, a dusty surface by afternoon, or water running across the bed instead of soaking in slowly. The plant may still look green, but the fruit can show the stress later. A practical fix is simple. Add 2 to 3 inches of clean organic mulch around the plant, keeping it slightly away from the stem. Straw, shredded leaves, untreated grass clippings, or finished compost can all help reduce evaporation and soften the impact of heavy rain. Mulch does not solve every tomato problem, but it helps the soil behave more steadily. And once the soil is protected, the final mistake is about learning not to water every tomato plant exactly the same way. The last mistake is watering every tomato plant the same way. One of the quieter June water mistakes is treating every tomato plant as if it has the same needs. A plant in a fabric grow bag, a tomato in sandy soil, and a large heirloom growing in heavy clay may all be in the same garden, but they do not dry out at the same speed. This is where many careful gardeners still get caught. They choose one routine, maybe every morning or every other evening, and use it for the whole tomato row. The routine feels organized, but the plants may be telling a different story. Containers can dry quickly on warm, windy days. Clay soil may stay damp below the surface, even when the top looks dry. A plant loaded with large fruit may need steadier moisture than a smaller plant that is still setting flowers. When watering is based only on the calendar, some plants may go too dry, while others may stay too wet. Both situations can disturb steady fruit growth. Splitting often shows up when a tomato has been under mild moisture stress, then suddenly receives more water than the fruit skin can handle. The better habit is to read the plant and the soil together. Check a few inches below the surface. Look at the weather forecast. Notice which plants are carrying heavy fruit, and pay attention to varieties that crack more easily. If heavy rain is expected, and some tomatoes are already showing color, picking them at the breaker stage can sometimes reduce losses. Good watering is not about one perfect schedule. It is about steady observation, and that is often what separates rush gardening from thoughtful gardening.